Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for joining me. Today we get the opportunity to show off Into Deep by Burnt Island Games. And you'll notice this video is going to be a little bit different from anything else we've ever done. We're working on this series something along the lines of Into Deep in 10 minutes or less, or in 8 minutes or less. Our shorter, kind of more scripted and B-roll driven video series. And you'll also notice that the voice you will hear in just a moment is not actually mine. Instead, it's my co-host Jan, who is up in Washington, D.C. We thought because he is such a fan of Into Deep, he decided to write the script, do the voiceover, and then I'm providing all the footage and editing it together. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. This is an interesting way, an experiment for us to start collaborating not only with each other, but also with potentially some other voices here in the industry. So, if you enjoy this video, let me know, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and whatever you do, stay tuned to check out a truly incredible game.
In the year 2087, central governments have fallen. What remains are fragmented city-states struggling to keep chaos at bay. A vile corporation known as the Syndicate targets these weakened cities for domination by usurping, organizing, and enhancing the existing criminal elements. In the world of Into Deep, you are part of a secret agency dedicated to stopping the Syndicate at all costs. Scientists have discovered a way to turn the Syndicate's advantages against them. By hacking directly into the minds of their operatives, you'll be able to observe their operations, unravel their plans, and even affect their behavior. To gather the intel and evidence you need to bring them down, you'll need to enter the criminal underworld. It's up to you to see how far you're willing to go to finish the mission. Reckless behavior can help you succeed, but at a risk of succumbing to overwhelming corruption. Can you put an end to the Syndicate without losing yourself in the process?
Into Deep is a 1-to-4 player strategic puzzle set collection board game by Burnt Island Games and designed by Josh Cappel and Daryl Chow. You are an agent dedicated to stopping an ever-growing organization before it's too late. Each turn, you'll take control of a series of shared criminals and manipulate their activities throughout the game board to coordinate crimes of escalating seriousness to gain necessary intel and evidence. Each crime is completed by moving the right criminals, conditions, and objects to the appropriate locations on the board. You'll have to compete against other agents to make sure you have the resources necessary to pull off the perfect crime on your turn. However, even though your physical body is away from the actual action, you are by no means safe. Entering the mind of criminals takes its toll on your morality. As you complete crimes, you'll deal with crippling dilemmas that can be deeply rewarding but utterly corrupt you. The player with the most corruption by the end of the game will receive a massive penalty, if the Syndicate was foiled. When the dust settles, the player with the most intel wins the game. Into Deep is divided into 3 major chapters, which are triggered when a token pool is depleted. At the end of each chapter, players will earn rewards or penalties for how well they contributed to the chapter's investigation. Investigations are conducted by completing crimes in order to gain intel and evidence. Intel are victory points, while evidence is used to progress the game and successfully complete chapters and prepare for the end of the game. Each chapter will consist of player turns, all working towards completing their unique crimes. A turn consists of 5 simple steps: choosing a criminal, gaining more familiarity with said criminal, performing actions, completing crimes, and drawing cards. Every player starts the game with a series of cards in hand that dictate specific locations pawns should be in to fulfill a card's requirements. These cards will award players with intel, evidence, and dilemmas. Dilemmas can aid the players by providing powerful benefits and bonuses at the end of the game. However, each dilemma comes with its own amount of corruption. The player with the most corruption will lose victory points equal to their corruption, but only if the plot was foiled. To foil the plot, players must invest their evidence to meet a minimum threshold before the game ends. If players were able to accumulate the correct amount of evidence tokens, they have a better chance of taking down the most corrupt player. The player with the most intel wins. What makes Into Deep unique is its emphasis on a shared puzzle board. In contrast to other games in its genre, all players share the same pieces to complete different objectives and conditions. Throughout the game, you'll feel part of a massive tug-of-war between you and your fellow agents. The game rewards cunning and careful timing, challenging you to take advantage of criminal and board abilities at the right time. When you take control of a criminal, you'll gain grip, a currency rewarding repeated uses of a specific pawn. As your grip increases with each criminal, you'll gain access to unique skills and grow your stamina, which allows you to extend your turn to accomplish even more than you normally could. That is in addition to other elements such as boosts that help give you even more of an advantage. It's this balancing act between action and preparation that elevates Into Deep into something truly worth of your time. Although the abstract nature and cutthroat planning can be incredibly rewarding, some players may feel the turn-to-turn action to be a bit too chaotic. Increased player counts means an inability to plan too far ahead, since each turn will likely completely transform the board from where you left it. Into Deep, however, might be right for you if you love thinking on your feet, puzzly games, and pushing your luck. The way that every piece can fall into place evokes the feeling you get when you find the last missing piece to a jigsaw puzzle. As if that wasn't enough, there's an unspoken thrill about holding on to powerful dilemma cards while working your way to assuring the plot is not foiled. Into Deep is a wonderfully deep, innovative, and interesting puzzle that fans of the genre will want to pay close attention to. If you enjoy puzzly games and want to try your hands at more brain-burning puzzle games, look at Dreamscapes by Silex. If you're looking for a game full of deception and mystery with a high degree of tension, check out Dark Moon by Stronghold Games.
Hey there, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've made it to this point, that means we were at least interesting enough for you to stick around to this point. And because we put out videos every single week, multiple times, hit that subscribe button and the bell down below just to guarantee you're not going to miss out on some other titles and other styles of coverage. And leave a comment down below letting us know what you think of this format, what you think of having a different person doing the voiceover and writing the script, and where you'd like to see us go in terms of developing this. Whatever the case, whatever you do, remember to do the important thing. Get out and play some games. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.